What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is the host of the Buzzing with Marlo podcast. We are going to bring you live. I didn't get to come to commission talks this week, sadly, but I am going to give you my Royal Rumble predictions today. That's right, guys. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, all that. We are there. And of course, guys, you can follow us on the X of what used to be called Twitter. Bear with me. I'm still working with that standpoint. But also, guys, you can follow us on all audio platforms as well: Google Podcasts, Podbean, Podchaser, Podvine, Good Pods, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and many, many more. And of course, guys, on all Apple platforms. Also, sadly, we say we're on all audio platforms as well. Google Podcasts is no longer going to be a stream, sadly. So all that content is automatically going to go to YouTube Music. So you could still get your content as well. Give y'all a little spoiler right now. If you'd rather listen to the audio version of the episode that's coming out today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, my premiere episode with the one, the only, the Roughneck Max Dawson, you could go and catch that on all your audio platforms right now. I don't ever reveal that usually. I usually want to wait until after the video one, but I'm going to give you that sample today because it's Royal Rumble weekend, man. I'm excited. The buzz has been going nuts for the last 3 months. You get the Rock show back up, hey, you get the guys that's showing up that literally you didn't think would believe come back. I mean, as much as I don't care for him or whatever, he has made an impact. I'm talking about that rotten CM Punk. I'm talking about Randy Orton. I'm talking about all these guys. Now the nostalgia has been so built up it's insane. Royal Rumble is tomorrow night, man. I'm literally, I'm only like 5 hours away from where Royal Rumble is going to be taking place tomorrow. 5 hours away. I'm sure Tampa is lit right now from top to bottom. It's about to be insane. We've got big events coming up. We've got the Royal Rumble. We've got Elimination Chamber. And then we're on the road, on the way back to Wrestlemania. What's going to happen? There's so much nostalgia that's been going on. We've got TKO, the new guy that's on the head of the table. That's right. I'm talking about the GOAT. Yes, sir. The Rock is on the head of the table, literally, figuratively, and literally in TKO. And of course, you've got Roman Reigns, heavyweight champ, been champ for fucking 3 years. 2 WrestleManias back to back. I still can't believe what happened last year's WrestleMania. But I'm gonna hold my tensions and everything. We'll see what happens at this WrestleMania. But the biggest question is we've got 4 matches on the card, guys. 4 freaking matches in the Royal Rumble card. So that is about to go nuts. The way I feel like the layout should be, I don't know if it's going to be like this. Obviously, I think the Women's Royal Rumble is going to kick off the show. Maybe. It might actually show Logan Paul and Kevin Owens kicking the show off. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens kick off the show. The Women's Royal Rumble right after that. And, of course, I'm hoping the Royal Rumble could be the main event. I'm not even going to lie. That would be the coolest thing. That's what I used to love about the Royal Rumble being the main event. So guys you would never get to be in the main event got that opportunity just because they were in the Royal Rumble. It gives them that chance. Hey, you're in this match. You're here. This is your time. Shine. Get your time. Whatever you got your time limit, go. So guys, there's a lot of stuff to cover. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some interesting opinions as well. Let's open up a little bit of the comments. Yes. Shout out. Yes. That's right, Allison. It is time. It's time to get ready to rumble. It's insane. It's time. It's finally here. My goodness, we've got 4 matches on the card, guys. We're going to go through the matches right freaking now. I'm excited about it. But first, guys, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be on the first episode back of Commission Talks. So, Brian B., I need you to get us in the start, pimp.
Warren, the American Prodigy. Dre on me.
Oh, that was so great, man. I love that. Before just having that ending, bro. Man, WBF.
And Brian B.
I personally feel like Gabe made the right decision by not. I think he gained a ton of acknowledgement from their matches with Gunther, taking him to the limits and them showing that.
Commission Talks.
That's right, man. I just feel in a good mood every time that song comes on, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. That song gets you hyped, man. Shout out to Brian B for making that awesome intro. Shout out to Dre. They killed it. They did a great job on Wednesday. Carried the table for me. You know what I mean? Like I had a little bit of some issues I had to attend to, just personal with family. But I'm here. It's time to roll. That's right, Brian B. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to you, guys. Before we start, I want to personally say thank you to everyone that does the support, do the constant shares and everything, man. I greatly appreciate it, like from the bottom of my heart. And, ever since I went through, the thing with my son, this ain't going to be a full sappy thing. I just want to get this part out. I see a lot of things differently. And I think some things that I've learned just from the growth from me being 21, being a father, just turning 21, basically almost being a father and stuff like that. I had to learn how to grow up such at a young age. I mean, I was never like a real troubled kid, whatever. I was more focused about sports than anything. If anybody knows, that was my main thing. Basketball was my first love. That was what my main alternative was. Going, get into whatever, accomplish whatever I can, get into the accomplishments to get into college and stuff like that. And I did that. And, obviously me being a father, at that time, I was a little bitter about it because, you put your hard effort in. But, when you hold that precious little child that you've helped create and stuff like that, man, it does something to you. And that regret, bro, goes out the window. And, it's just so awesome when people talk about the stuff that I've been through and stuff like that, I don't want to wish that on anybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to wish that on anybody. But if you go through these things, something I've always learned, you don't have to be religious or anything like that. But in my personal beliefs, this is what I believe. Stay prayed up, stay humble, stay blessed as much as you can, and just go get through the day. That's something it's more said and done. I understand, but that is something that I have had to learn. My connection for my beliefs or what I've went through, that is what's helped me be the person I am today. My son, seeing the stuff that he has went through countless times and being in the hospital for over 60 something days. I wasn't active on here as much. I tried to get on his commission talks as much as I could. I would try to get on Brian's episodes as much as I could, but I wasn't throwing any content on my own. And, doing this stuff, I'm more blessed, I'm more humbled, I'm more energized to do this for y'all this go around. And, shout out to my boy right here, Blackheart, because when we first opened back commission, Blackheart personally messaged me saying, hey, if you need to take the time, I don't believe in taking time off. And I totally agree everything that he said. I totally agree with Brian's giving me. I totally agree with Dre's giving me. Just the support that y'all do, man, it means a lot to me. It's second to none. Not even gonna lie, man. Y'all make it so easy to do these each and every week. Even the pre-recorded episodes, y'all make them so much to where I enjoy doing these things. And seeing the struggles that my son has went through, going through those times, man, it just means the world to me. And I just see stuff so differently. Like the stuff that we struggle about, the stuff we stress about, man, it's not so much that big an issue. Like when I'm seeing kids barely hesitating to pick up a pencil, you look at shit so much differently. I'm serious. Like, yes, I'm a Christian, whatever. I cuss. I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try to hide anything. I don't force myself to cuss. It just comes out. I'm still working on that. That's kind of like a new resolution that I'm trying to do is be more better. I want to, obviously, I got a 5-year-old now that mimics everything I do. So I kind of want to level out what I say a lot because my daughter is now like a mockingbird, just repeating everything that we say around the house. So it's like I'm trying to do better on that scenario. But with the stuff my son has gone through, the thoughts and prayers, the support y'all did, buying these bands, the t-shirts, man, I can't thank y'all enough. I simply cannot thank y'all enough. The support that y'all do, that is one reason why I'm back in the ring when when just the time that I believe, my time's up in the ring. Shout out to DCCW reaching out to me. Shout out to everyone that has given me that support. Like, hey, we got a ring. Come in here and do something. And just played around, and now I'm back in the ring. And we've been in the wrestling business for almost a year back again. Now, total in wrestling, I have been a pro wrestler for 8 years. I just got a notification that said, hey, as of today, you have been in American Pride for over 8 years. So that's insane to believe. Like I've done something with that and just all the stuff as a whole, man. No more of this blabbergab, but I want to thank all y'all. For real, I love all y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. The support stuff is unparalleled. I appreciate everything. Also, I want to give a shout out to my boy Blackheart. They're coming back this week. The 29th, they're going to be back up and rolling. OTTR, the network is all ready to go. Give you the content about independent pro wrestling, give you about the WWE, give you about the AEW. They give you all that stuff. Obviously, guys, definitely. I appreciate that. Thank you. Really, really do. And of course, Brian, bro, or you in singles. Hey, I can send you the link, pimp. Like I said, I just decided to do this last minute because I know I didn't get to do a prediction show. People were asking me recently, like, hey, what's your predictions? Like, hey, what you got? What you think about this? So, Brian, if you really want to, bro, I'll send it to you. I didn't know if you were busy today or not. I'll send it to you, though. Oh, all right, Blackheart. I got you, bro. I get you. Hey, But yes, guys, I'm sending it to y'all now. But guys, we're gonna do a prediction show. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun laughs. We're gonna talk about some cool nostalgia, just fantasy bookings. We can do all that, man. We can have some fun with it. And I want to apologize for everybody now. It's just gonna be strictly WWE talk because it is Royal Rumble tomorrow night, and just things have been off the roof. And I mean, it's gonna be insane. But guys, it's gonna be fun. We're going to take this quick commercial break, and I might even have some extra guests. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be back. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
3, 2, 1.
Yes. New year, new time. First PLE for 2024 is Royal Rumble, baby. I'm ready. And of course, man, sadly, you see this guy right here, the world heavyweight champ, Seth Rollins, will not sadly be active in the Royal Rumble. It sucks because this dude has been killing it this season. I mean, it's crazy on that scenario. But man, I'll tell you what, just seeing this build up, this pay-per-view, what we've got, man, you got to be excited. You got to be excited. WWE fan or not, just the nostalgia of what's going on with WWE has been insane. They have finally have growth, and of course, all the other stuff behind the bottle. If we don't get the full resources or whatever and stuff like that, I'm not even going to acknowledge all that nonsense. So it's just really cool. But guys, first and foremost, I got my Skip to my Shanahan. That's right, baby. We back. I got my boy, Jizzy Boo Blacker. What's up, buddy?
How we doing? Good morning.
I know how much you love me for me to give you that nickname already off the rip, and you were smiling.
I'm back. I'm sorry if you see me taking my medication. I just woken up, so it's been a long time since I've been on Buzzing with Marlo, shout out to Dre, and the other guy. But we here. I know people's been asking about me too, and I've been under the radar for a little minute. Some shit behind the scenes, some shit with me. Some of you people know about some previous situations that happened, so I kind of have to go in the dark for a little while to kind of like regroup, refocus my ship on other things. And I don't know, just trying to get back to who the fuck I once was before all this shit started happening to me. So that's why I kind of stepped away from commission talk. I kind of been like real low key for last few months. Y'all haven't been hearing a lot from me and stuff like that. Thank you, Warren, for pumping out what we're about to be doing for the weekend and stuff like that. We're back up. Just a lot of shit that's been going on behind the scenes with majority of all of us here in the Pod Mob. So we kind of kept a little close proximities to each other, you know what I mean, through all that ordeal. And I just wanted just to thank you, Warren, Dre, a few others, reached out, made sure that we was all right, made sure we was okay. In this podcast world, there's not too many people you would consider friends, just acquaintances and stuff like that. And I thought the last 3, close to 4 years that we've been doing this, we gained a lot of friends, but niggas ain't like that shit no more. You know what I mean? And sometimes you guys just move accordingly, pick and choose your peoples, and you ride with the people that's been riding out with you. So Warren's been one of those dudes since day one, and I can't, disrespect him like that when it comes to that. So I just want to thank you for that. And Dre, if you see this too, I'll talk to you eventually at some point. But there's been a lot of shit.
Just everything. I mean,
I just want to get one thing. I just want to get one thing straight before we go forward with this. I'm gonna just put all this into one package. So for anyone that ever disrespected me, the squad, you, Dre, whoever the fuck else, go fuck yourselves. That's from me wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart, because I sat back. I had to re-examine myself as some of the shit that happened involving me and meeting some other people, and how rumors got spread and shit like that about, oh, this, that, and the third, boom, 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 I'm embezzling money, this, that, and the third. So let me just give y'all a simple game to when it comes to this whole podcast thing, right? People like us, we are like a needle in a haystack, right? There's fucking over 1.5 million podcasts out there in the world. How much percentage is wrestling? About like a 65%. All the rest of them is sports, drama, television, everything else, right? We're all fighting for the same dollar.
Not that big. That's the craziest
We're all
thing
fighting for the same dollar. We're all fighting for the same dollar. You know what I'm saying? Same sponsorship, same brand ambassadors, everything, right?
Yeah.
If we're only getting paid for brand ambassadorship based on the sales that we push out, and people use our codes to buy this stuff that they come from their respectable stores, we only get 5% of what the hell that commission is. So imagine you trying to feed 12 people off of $6. How many? So how much is each person is really going to get? That's not going to be anything at all. So for 2 people out there that swear up and fucking down that I'm embezzling money and then this whole thing is fixed, try being in my motherfucking shoes when it comes to having to make sure, hey, we got to push out this number in order for us to get paid. Or we got to make sure that we got to get monetized so people can actually start making some money. Hence why I commend Dre for what the fuck that he's doing. Because he got to keep his shit on course. Even throughout that whole ordeal, he knows what he was doing, and he had to understand the game of monetization, brand ambassadorships, and everything fuck else. So that goes to 2 people. One particular person, brother, listen to me when I tell you this, and I hope that he understands this thing too. It wasn't premeditated of me letting you go. You really want to know why I had to let you go? Because you gave me the whole KPG vibe, hiding your face behind the fucking camera. Never want to show your face, but yet you talk all this greasy shit about this, that, and the third, boom, 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 but you can't spend a couple of fucking dollars just upping your camera or getting your phone fixed or whatever that the fuck case may be. How many times have other people came in here and defended for him besides myself? There's not a lot of people. So when it came down to that whole situation with the other 2 that left, and what the fuck I scolded at my own team for, that news got fucking spread, and yes, that was true. But hey, this is what happens when you are fully invested into something, and some main essential pieces leave, and that's what happens. So it wasn't premeditated for me letting him the fuck go. It was not. It was a real hard, difficult choice for me to do, and I had no other choice but to do it. And that's a part of my job too. I had to make some of the more difficult choices in this part that could affect a lot of people, or could affect me, could affect some people, whatever. It's not like Warren here, right? Who only got to think about himself, and he's okay with that. Dre's different too. Beeline's different too. Me, on the other hand, I got a team I got to fucking feed. It's a far different ball game than me doing it by myself. And let me just say this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm pretty damn sure if Deuce would have left, Uncle Fash probably would have left, or he still would have stayed the fuck put. Just so whatever rumors and shit like that, that's being spread and some shit like that, whatever. So that's just to clear that whole thing up. And I was waiting for this other person to kind of come into play, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for that for when I actually talk to him face to face. But other than that, I've been so self-conscious about myself for the last while that I didn't want to do podcasting anymore. I was going to give this whole shit up. My whole the whole pod thing was kind of like, no, B, like, we need you to keep doing this shit. Like, you gave us a home, this, that, and the third. But when you started feeling like even the IWC becomes too fucking toxic, sometimes you got to step the fuck back and step the fuck away. And that's exactly what the fuck I had to do. Bro, I stepped the fuck away. That's why I left Commission Talk. Because that whole shit right there, I was losing my passion. I was losing my fire for even coming on to do this shit every fucking week. And then when me working and shit became a whole obstacle itself. That's why I left abruptly the way the fuck that I did. I never turned the fuck back. I was like, no, listen. They got this shit up and running on their own. They already had a backup plan, so they don't really need me.
So,
I can just move.
Think of it this way, and this is something, and I've had this talk with a lot of wrestlers. I talk to people regularly, and I think this was my main mentor, my mindset when obviously I go on wrestling podcasts and stuff. I gave them a wrestling perspective. Look at what it really is to be in the pro wrestling genre. And I told people physically, mentally, and everything like that. 9 times out of 10, us workers are not watching the wrestling as much as they are watching. We can't. We're doing it so much. Like you're trying to adapt to whatever style it is. Like I think The Rock said it perfectly on a podcast recently, man. It's like a full-time job to watch all the wrestling content that's in the world right now.
And honestly, it really is. And now you got it for 6 days a week.
I'm not complaining about it. Me and Alex,
6 day a week. You got 6 day a week. You got the 6 day a week, right? You got 2 shows on Fridays. You got 3 shows on Thursdays, and then some Saturdays you got pay-per-view nights and stuff.
And I talked to a couple of people just recently about it. There's still people that don't know what wrestling is. Some people still don't watch the WWE, watch AEW, watch these things. We don't realize, even as big as this IWC or the wrestling community has grown right now, we're still in a small bubble.
Bro, it's fucking toxic with so many of these fucking fickle fans that's gonna jump the bandwagon on whatever superstar, story, situation, title change, future plans, everything. It's like, bro, when I was away, and I'm just I'm looking at these social media posts just as like a regular human being, as like a regular fucking human being, bro.
It's like they're
I sat back in my chair. I'm thinking to myself, no wonder why people be mocking wrestling. No wonder why, because we don't know when the fuck to say, okay, we gotta have like an underlying guideline for when it comes to wrestling. There's certain things that we can talk about, that we can't talk about, that you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yep.
And some people, they just either team AEW, team WWE, whatever. Well, whatever happened to back then, where it was just only like 1 or 2 companies. Oh my God, we need more than that because we getting stifled. Now that we got it, everyone is so freezing and losing their fucking minds.
I mean,
I just don't know, like, how the fuck did we get this delusional about something that we love, it's something that we grew up watching, and then we gotta take everything to fucking heart. Like, I just don't understand it, and then that was gonna make me walk away from this. And Maverick or Mike would have been the one leading the ship if I wasn't, here like that. Or I don't know what the hell would have happened if I would have been gone.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because some things just drive people the fuck away.
What's up, Tim?
And this is one of those issues.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those issues when it just comes to wrestling. Like, it's gonna drive you away. It's gonna make you lose your passion for it because everything is so taken seriously.
And I think that's the same thing that you can look at sports, movies, everything. Like, bro, like as much people, I give the example all the time, man. Yeah, I'm a rock fan, whatever, but I liked the movie Black Adam. I thought it was really cool. They told a story and stuff like that. But you got these younger audience that's literally like, oh, it didn't have this, it don't have this, and it doesn't have this. This movie's trash. Just because they don't have 3 sectional parts of what everything has to be in this generation. My biggest thing about pro wrestling, and this is something that I take very hard to, and I even had somebody recently just talk to me about it when I was in a seminar with one of them. They told me pro wrestling is a make-believe setting, that something is whatever you can believe is what can be presented in that stage. It's an entertainment aspect, and we have forgotten what it really is to be entertained.
See, now, can I butt in real quick? I always looked at wrestling when I was growing up as a male soap opera.
Yeah.
Because think about it. The writing, the characters itself, the storyline, the situations, the twists and turns of that story, and we don't think what was going to happen, or something that we didn't think was ever going to happen, didn't happen, or whatever that advice may be, some shit like that, whatever. So when I looked at it, it was like, okay, cool. I can get behind it because it's like, okay, I can cheer for 1, 2, 3. I can boo for whoever. The story is as long as you're entangled in
like
that
compared
story.
to like your 90s sitcoms, like, oh, you know, Corey and
Something
Topanga.
like that.
When's Corey finally going to get the date Topanga or
Yeah,
something?
something
It's
like
like with
that.
the
Or
title
General
attachment there.
Hospital.
Yeah,
Listen, like one day at a time. All my children, whatever that shit is. All them daytime soap operas that these women be Google Gaga over and shit like that for fucking 35 fucking years. That's us as males.
Tim,
When it comes
I
to
agree with
wrestling.
that fully every single day. I preach this consistently. It has to have stories in the match.
I totally
That's where
agree with
you
you,
can
Tim.
relate to it, and that's where you come back to the content consistently. Bruh, I use the reference, and people can crap on me, whatever. I was a big basketball fan. I loved One Tree Hill because of the basketball nostalgia. And then, of course, it blindfolded me to where, oh, now I'm watching kind of like the 90210 series because it's
Yeah.
like all the love story and stuff. You're invested into
The
it because
dramatization and shit.
you've been blind by it just because it had basketball in it, but it's got all this in it, and you're already on that point. It's like, all right, I've already started watching it. I got to continue it on. Got to keep it going. And like I joke with people all the time, I was never a big soap opera film guy, but it was like I always use that reference. One Tree Hill. It had too much of that crap on it, bro. Hey, Tim, I love it, bro. I love it. I mean, it's just crazy. Like if you just look at it in so many perspectives and not look at it so damn seriously. And that's what we tell wrestling fans all the time at wrestling shows, man. Like we want you to have a reaction. We want you to have an opinion, but there is a standard to that opinion. When I say a standard to that opinion, you don't go on social media and tell a wrestler they can't work when you have never done any of these things that they do.
Bro, but here's another problem too, right? Wrestling fans thinking like they're doing their little fancy booking. It's like, okay, we want this. This is the way that y'all got. This is the way that y'all gonna have to go. Unless if y'all working with creative in that company, feed that fucking idea. But if you're a fan and you're giving out these ideas, which I understand because we all have to, but it comes to a point where even I gotta say, like, bro, unless you work for the company, shut the fuck up.
I mean,
honestly, I can't control what Triple H does. I can't control what Tony Khan does. I can't control what Scott D'Amore does. You know what I'm saying? I can't control it. Like, yo, we don't want this match. We want that match.
No, the best example, and this is something I've learned with wrestling too. Wrestling gives you more perspective of reality, more in a pro wrestling ring than what you have in the reality. It's easier to look at it and go, oh, I could see this more than you could see what's in the world, because most of the times wrestling looks more believable than what's in reality. And I have physically seen that in so many different aspects. And it's so funny when you look at these things and, you know, I talk about it all the time, man. Like the greatest example ever, bro. You just put a picture and say, hey, multiple sources. Don't say the sources' names. Don't say nothing. Multiple sources says, hey, this story is not getting finished. Hey, this person is not winning. The event is not tomorrow. We don't know who's winning until the match is over. That's how I tell people, bro.
Yeah.
First of all,
because a lot of people,
especially is not a wrestling source. Sorry,
but especially now the dirt sheets too had gotten in the way of a lot of that stuff, because every time when we read something, we automatically assume, okay, this is going to happen now. This is going to happen now. Now with the whole what you just said, now the whole thing with the whole not finishing the story, I'm like, bro, you might never know how they looked at the story, how the company looks at the story compared to how the fans look at the story. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I like it.
So I don't know. I don't know what Triple H is thinking about how he want to finish Cody Rhodes' story, or how Cody want to finish his own story. How the fans should want Cody to finish his own story. So we got 4 different angles. We got 4 or 5 different angles that people is going to be looking at, including the media.
This is why I like this guy that we're about to bring in right now, because he likes to poke at me about the Cody Rhodes thing. I will say this: I love what he does, and it's just like it's an entertaining aspect, bro. It's like what me and you do.
Wait, hold on a second, Warren. Beeline, I know I owe you an apology for whatever fucking reason for that, but let me just give you the background story behind why I did what I did. So you remember when we first came in, and we had that conversation before backstage, and it got spilled over to when we was live, and that's why I kind of like threw like a temper tantrum range, because we never really necessarily done that before. We never really brought something backstage and brought it to the forefront. That's like the first time I think that we did that, and it was just like, okay, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I've been away for a couple of weeks because of my job and everything like that at that time, and they brought you in, and I had no idea even about you, to really be honest with you. So I was like clueless at first. I'm like, okay, maybe they already found my replacement. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I felt some type of way by that time period, and that's why I lashed out the way that I did. So on air, I'm just letting you know that I apologize for that. I wasn't really trying to like encourage you, like to be gone. I just didn't know what the fuck was happening, because I had a lot of shit going on backstage, my own personal life, podcast world. Everything was hitting me at once, and then when it came to this commission talk thing, which I know me, Dre, and Warren, we kind of talked about that for like a long time. I bring other people in, kind of giving them a chance, and then when they looked at you, like you was a perfect one, but I never understood it at first. Maybe I didn't know you very well back then to know you how I know you now after watching these previous episodes. Gotcha. I humbly want to apologize to you about how I treated you, or what the hell that I said behind the scenes, in front of the camera, anything like that. I've been away for a little minute, and I'm not coming back to commission talk. I think maybe someone was right saying that you may need to rejuvenate your love for wrestling again before you can do every other stuff. Like you can't,
bro. It happens, man.
Everything all at once.
Didn't you tell me that before I got back in the ring?
So I think that was the problem with me too. I was taking everything on at once.
I appreciate it, bro.
Did you tell me that before I was supposed to go back in the ring? You were the first person I told that I was going back in the ring. If you remember, Blackheart, you remember this. And
Warren,
you told me,
Warren,
make sure I'm ready.
Yeah, Warren, you better be careful, because me and Blackheart get on the same level. We're gonna be on you now,
bro. Like it was a lot of shit that I was going through that at the time. Where like I wasn't even thinking straight. Like I was just like, bro, I either wanted to die or find a reason to keep on going.
Yeah,
but that's just me just being 1,000% honest.
Let me.
And I'm still not okay, but I'm okay enough to be okay. Let me come back. Let me go and fix up some problems before I start showing my face on camera and be like, okay, this is where we are right now. This was me a season and a half ago. I was full fucking distraught, but now me trying to rebuild myself again.
That's good, man. That's good. I always thing with me is, man, I literally I come on this shit. This is my vent. This is my place to find shit. That baby's always.
Definitely,
I don't know what the fuck that was saying.
Oh, I was talking about my son when I was talking.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Baby Maddie, man. But I come on this shit to vent just like you, bro. I had you know how many times I had to fucking leave and come back and just refine myself, repackage, repurpose. It's hard doing this shit. This shit, if you taking this seriously, like you said, you got a network, you got people you working with, you got responsibilities to uphold. So
but it was also. Yeah, but it was also the issues behind the camera in my personal life that I was still recuperating from, and realizing all these changes that's going on around me is rapidly fucking fast. Like, bro, within the last year and some change, a lot of shit has happened to me. A lot of shit had changed for me within the last year that even I don't feel like myself anymore. I don't feel like the person how that day happened. I don't know who the fuck I even am anymore. And that's the reason why I've been kind of scared of even coming back, because it's like, if I can't be myself, if I gotta be someone the fuck else, I'm not happy.
Yeah, I feel you there. I definitely,
you know what I'm saying? And that's something that like you gotta ask yourself, like, for real. And it's a real mind game. It's a real mind fuck sometimes.
Yeah. Yo, I hope you're doing better, man. I hope everything's working good. I'm glad to see you again. I never had an issue with you, bro. And I understand people verse their own demons and shit. And like I said, I appreciate your apology, man. Like I said, I like to step away. I don't like to engage. I even felt bad when I kind of engaged when I'm trying to do that shit. I'm grown. I'm here for the good.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People got their own different shit going on in their lives, man. We don't know what any one time that they on right now and shit like that. So I'm just like, man,
I'm glad to see you, bro. Let's get this wrestling talk in.
Brian is.
But now for me, I'm not our energy. I'm not. But Warren. But here's the problem with this, right? The old Black Heart that you knew, the one that was so fired up and shit like that, I can't be him anymore. You know, like now how like I'm talking to you now, I'm talking subtle. Like it's just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like a lot of shit had made me look at the whole world different. How the wrestling world is different. How
it's still
all these changes in life is starting to like it started to affect people. So
yeah.
I
That's what we were talking about last night on Dre's
took a
show.
step back. I just looked at y'all watching, doing y'all thing and shit like that.
Off.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, man, I kind of miss it, but then again, I was like, I'm petrified of even coming back.
Bro, that's how we were. That's exactly what we were talking about last night. We were talking about all that shit about how just like life and changes and different. Nothing's guaranteed, man. Life happens.
Nothing is guaranteed.
This is literally a privilege.
Yeah,
for us to
shit
do
happens
something
all
like
the day.
This is a privilege.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you understand that, you're gonna get through shit, man. That's how I try to be. That's how I try to be. I try to just like let shit go and learn to forgive. Make sure that you being as respectful and as good of a person as you possibly can be. And it's no need for the unnecessary bullshit because there's enough bullshit constantly throwing shit at us.
I mean,
that's why we gotta watch this wrestling shit and enjoy.
That's why this wrestling helps you
shit
that whatever hour of the day. That's what this is for. This ain't for us to
at least we ain't Vince McMahon right now. That's all I gotta say. Vince, this motherfucker. I feel bad for him a little bit because motherfuckers damn this guy. Motherfuckers damn this guy before he even had a chance to like really, speak for himself or anything. But
I don't think
it's probably true. That's the sad shit about it.
I don't know if it's the Brock Lesnar thing. I don't know the way that they're showing the text messages.
Blackguard, hope everything's good, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll find this shit out, bro.
We all struggle, man. Always send you a text. Even if you cuss me and say,
struggle,
hey, screw
brother.
you off, whatever, I'm always gonna be there. You know that.
We all struggle, bro.
You know that.
I got 3 kids. I don't never think I'm doing the right shit. We all struggle, brother, man.
I almost cut my camera off yesterday when you said what you were about to say. I that hit me different because
you gotta show love, man. You gotta show love when it's time to show. See, motherfuckers are so busy spreading hate so much, you forget you gotta also show love. And Warren, like I said, I was talking to Tiff, and I was literally like, y'all was talking good about you. And I know I tell her sometimes, like, damn, sometimes coming after a show, and I'm like, yo, my
wife was crying listening to that.
She was
crying because she was just like,
sad and shit.
No. She was just like, because she realizes, like, I'm never changed my character, like completely. Even the stuff that I've went through, whatever. I'm always gonna be this humble guy, generous, want to have fun, energetic guy, and it's just crazy. Like people can either change that way. It goes from hatred, man. And I tell people all the time, man, I'm gonna treat the next person just like how you treat me. I'm not gonna worry about all that mess.
Yeah.
I've got 2 kids, I got a wife, I've got my own stuff I gotta worry about. I gotta worry about them before I can even worry about anything that else is around. And that's something I have learned. And I say it all the time. My social bubble is very small. Him, you, Dre. I mean, when it comes to a podcast bubble, Tim. I mean, there's just a very select few that I really could, say, hey, let's vent about today. And we could literally go behind the camera, go on the camera, whatever we want to do, and we could talk it out. And sometimes we rely more with our group in the social world than what we do with the ones that are around us. Like my wife will tell you, I'm more talking to y'all than I do with my other bubble that's around me all the time.
Me too. I barely talk to anybody I'm around. I'm always on the fucking show, and we in the group with fucking 40 people in that group, and you saw if you saw Terror like putting out her shit today. I love the fact that we have a community, bro, and it's important. Just because we're not close to each other don't mean we're not close, and that's the shit. Like I'm saying, I think about y'all and the problems we have, or the issues, or the good times. And that's the shit that I look forward to in the day. I look forward to when we getting on the commission. I look forward to when it's STR. I look forward to all this shit.
That. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's got to keep going, man. You got to keep going. Me and my brother having a fallout right now because me and him don't click. I grew up with this motherfucker. Everything we did, all the life shit, bad and good. We went through everything together, but we having a difficult time right now because our life ain't matching. Shit changes, man. You don't never have.
I tell people, bro. It's either sometimes even the ones that you're around, that adaptation doesn't involve them. And I think that's something that we've all learned. I had to learn that at a very hard age because I was popular in high school, very popular in high school. But I wasn't fully reaching out to everybody after I graduated high school. If you reached out to me, yeah, I'm gonna instantly reach out to you. I forget. I have the worst memory at times. My wife will tell you all the time. My memory is terrible. If you don't text me or message me, sometimes I forget about what's around me at times. But it's like, it's just you got to be kind, humble, and just, understand the next thing. I mean, life moves on.
Yeah,
That's how it is, bro.
Man, it's been some therapy. Yo, since last night, bro, we've been in some therapy on this motherfucking shit.
Bro.
Me and Blackheart talking and shit, and we got everything. Yo, listen, me and you last night.
It's crazy.
Therapy. It's needed though.
I greatly
good,
appreciate
man.
what you said because
it
made me step back and go, hey man, even if it's Brian that literally only feels that way, I can deal with that. Like I tell people all the time, man, when I was wrestling, for that one kid named Matthew that literally said, hey, you helped me beat cancer. That's why I do what I do. That's why I got those concussions. That's why I got hurt. Is because if someone could sit there and say, hey, you changed me to do something like that, that makes my day more than anything, bro.
For real.
More than anything. I don't worry about thousands of people. I tell people all the time, I'll probably never be a super rich superstar or whatever because I care about the next person before me. And I've always been that problem at that time. But I don't see it as a problem. That's just how I am.
Nah, that ain't no problem. As long as it's how you are, you're honest with yourself, and that's what you believe in, and it's doing good and ain't harming. Right, I'm fully with it, bro. I respect all that shit.
We ready. It's Wrestle Rant. We gotta get it going. I'm hoping the match card goes this way. I really
you ain't gonna like me, Warren. I'm glad you let me come on.
I know you want. That's why I changed my shirt. I cannot wear this shirt. I literally told myself I can't wear the Cody Rhodes shirt until WrestleMania, and it will break my heart if I see this happen again. But let's do it. It's time to have some fun. I think match number one will either be the U.S. title match or probably the Women's Rumble match.
Women's Rumble. I'm guessing.
Y'all think it's the Women's Rumble?
I think so. I mean, it makes the most sense. It's the most engaging. Especially because it's the Royal Rumble match. Since there's two, they can't do them back to back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would say the Women's Rumble match. You want to know something too? The Women's Royal Rumble match has, honestly, in my opinion, been
nostalgia
really good, man. Yeah, they've had more nostalgic references. They've had a couple more spots, and also the people that have been like Rhea Ripley, like Bianca Belair, the winners of it have went on to dominate for the year, not just for just for the performance. So I feel like they have really been established for women
last year.
Yeah, and Bianca the year before. Yeah, so it's just crazy that it's like the Rumble status is still being like well deserved with the women's. The men not as much if you think about it. Like the men's been having I don't even remember who the fuck won the men's Rumble last year.
What? You don't know who won the Rumble?
Cody, I fucked up. It didn't jump at me as much as I remember Rhea winning that shit though. She came in at number 1 too. She had a phenomenal performance last year.
Took a beating with Gunther. I think that's
I almost forgot that shit. Yeah, I almost forgot that shit.
Oh my!
He came out at number fucking 30. Gave this nigga that shit.
I forgot who won the Rumble.
I almost forgot
that. Then we hear the pause in WrestleMania Night 2 from this.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was wilding out,
this
man.
This year has been on fire for our women's champ. Yes,
it really has. Yeah, Rhea.
All right, so man, the Women's Rumble, Nia Jax has been coming since she's been back. She's been on a wreck and tear. She put on a pretty damn good match with Becky Lynch. I don't care what anyone says. I was impressed with her on that finale. Obviously, Becky Lynch is going to be involved. Chelsea Green probably will be involved.
Yeah, I think they put her a little more.
I think Asuka, probably the whole Damage Control, other than Io, will be involved. Rumor has it Bayley's supposed to be getting the big rub with this one. Hopefully, I hope. And rumor has it there's been one that's been saying, "Hey, we're going to AEW, we're going to WWE, we're going to AEW, we're going to WWE." Is she coming back? Like, there's just so many what ifs. Who's going to show up? I think my favorite of all time is going to probably show up again this year, Trish Stratus. So I don't know about Lita. I think Lita might actually be legit hurt, if I remember. I don't know.
Yeah, we ain't seen her since that storyline.
I think she got in a surfing accident or something, if I remember seeing something of it. But I mean, what do y'all think, bro? Who y'all think is some new appearances that are going to be in the Rumble? Like, how y'all see this going?
I'll let Beeline go first.
Bianca's in it too, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yo, we haven't really heard too much about from Bianca recently. Like she's had a couple matches, but she hasn't really been that prevalent like she was previously.
I think that's because they're trying to get that
that
show up and running. That show up and running for them. That's on Hulu.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking
February,
too.
right?
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, because I'm thinking they're just doing like press runs and stuff like that with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe that's why she hasn't been around.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because
You're right about
to
that.
be honest with y'all, I haven't been watching wrestling since maybe like after World's End from AEW. So I took like a month, like kind of kept up with like some stuff, but not every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But seeing that the Hulu commercial and stuff like that, whatever, I mean, I kind of figured like they're gonna probably do a press run with her.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah,
They'll
she
probably
definitely
have
has. I've
something
seen
else in
her.
store for her for WrestleMania, something
agree.
different. I don't know. And then they already gave her the cover for 2K24.
Hey, shout out to them.
So-
She deserves it. She
Two
deserves it.
women on the cover of a
kudos.
wrestling game. That's never
Yeah,
happened.
kudos
Yeah.
to her.
Never
Kudos to
happened.
Rhea. Kudos to Cody.
Definitely.
The limited edition pack, I guess. I don't know this. I know like there's three of them: the standard,
I think
deluxe,
that's
and
crazy,
what's the
but
other
I
one?
would actually buy
40
that
years of
cover.
WrestleMania. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
I
I
would
feel like
buy
that's
that.
gonna be really good, yo.
I would buy that just with the
Yeah.
package, just the way
Oh, yeah.
that it's.
I spend my $130 every year. I don't give a fuck. I already know it's going. I already know it's going. Fuck it. I want to give me
I
all of
thought
it.
about getting the
I mean,
Undertaker one when they had that.
this was
one,
definitely
but I didn't.
convincing me to get a PlayStation 5 now. So
Oh,
I'm kind
bro.
of like,
Bro,
Grab
I'm
one,
kind of
yo.
like
Yeah.
hopscotching my
don't
way
beat
back
that.
into the
Get an
gaming world.
Xbox. I need some friends.
Bro, nobody on no Xbox
Nobody
no more.
had Xbox anymore, man.
Ain't nobody on Xbox
I
no
don't.
more,
Nah,
man.
I never was an Xbox kid. I was a PlayStation kid.
I was always PlayStation. Yeah, I fuck with PlayStation. We got ours couple. I think no. As a matter of fact, we got ours last year. And yo, Black, I gotta be honest with you, bro. I say get a PS5. It's not like it's fucking a giant difference, man. I mean, we played the same way we played the other one.
Bigger
I still
hard
get
drive,
four
though.
right
I
here.
still got my PlayStation 4, but I got my like 1 terabyte
PlayStation
drive.
5
and shit
doesn't
like
have
that. So I
any
used to
hard
keep it
drive
for
games,
storage.
right?
There
You know what
go.
I mean? So I can just store my
Hey,
games in
That's
just
what
in
I'm
case
talking
if
about
I
right
get
there.
out of the
That's
system.
what I'm talking
I
about.
can just transfer that stuff over.
Put your
and
gamer
then-
tag down there. I'll get you in there.
Yeah.
I'll get you on.
Yeah, exactly.
For life. That's right. I'm an
Warren,
Xbox.
that's the only motherfucker that ever had an Xbox in history.
Oh, hey,
Xbox niggas don't play
Xbox is
Xbox.
everything here. It's my
You must have been
cable,
real lonely
my
growing up in school when
everything.
everyone was playing
Playing
PlayStation.
fucking
but you know,
PlayStation.
Right, so I stopped playing PlayStation after what? 3?
That definitely
I
sounds
didn't
like something
like it.
he would tell stories about.
Oh yeah.
I just always been a PlayStation guy. I love the Halos. I loved the football games. Well, you gotta think when college football games were out,
The only thing-
Xbox ones look really cooler to me than the PlayStation.
Warren, right?
controller.
The only reason why I kind of rock with the Xbox is only because
I get
with
you.
the
I get
original Xbox, you was able to play your MP3s while playing your video
you.
games.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the
I
only
remember
reason
that.
why
I remember
that
that.
was the 360.
You know what I mean?
That was the
360, yeah.
360.
I remember that.
Yeah,
shit.
but other than that, though, I wasn't really because the controller was just so bulky.
Fat.
Like, I just hated
Yeah.
it.
I didn't
just
like that
hated
shit
it.
either.
Now the old Xbox controller was crap. I hated
The
that.
old
The original
the
one,
old
the
Xbox controller
Xbox
was
360
like,
was.
I mean,
the
I
one
don't know,
that
it
got
was
me
too
into
much.
it. It's like
Yeah,
a
it was
smoother
bulky as shit. I
console
felt the same
type
way.
deal.
Yeah.
But hey, man, Royal Rumble, women's Royal Rumble. We got.
I got
Becky.
Bailey. I got Bailey all
You
day.
got Bailey all the way.
Oh yeah, my baby winning that shit. It makes. I said this on commission, but it makes sense with the long term book. And I feel like you guys were talking about storylines earlier, and that's something I preach consistently. Like the storyline with Bailey and the damage control is definitely being told wonderfully. As soon as when Bailey does get that face turn, she gonna be a dominant baby face. People gonna fucking go. I said this to Dre. Dre disagreed a little bit, but I feel like Bailey gonna come out of WrestleMania with the buddies and every fucking thing. I think she gonna hit that swerve. I don't think she's gonna stay like that, but I think she's gonna do it for the nostalgia. She's gonna get a crazy pop from that shit too. But I don't know. I mean, it's just a theory.
I'll probably go with Becky only because of the Rhea Ripley teasers and stuff like that we've been getting.
Yeah.
Of course, Charlotte's injured with a torn ACL, so she's gone for 9 months to a whole year. So your backup plan kind of falters.
You changed the mindset.
And Bianca is going to be doing something different for WrestleMania because of the whole Hulu thing and everything else like that. They're going to give her a special push.
I believe
over there, and
hopefully
honestly,
a heel turn. Hopefully a heel turn for
Bianca
Bianca.
needs a heel
I don't
turn,
see
though.
Trini coming. I mean, I see Trini. I see Trinity coming back, but
Yeah.
her not winning. I heard Jay Cargill was supposed to be number 15 or 16, And that's gonna be her entry and stuff like that. So her and Nia's gonna have a program with that going into
Ooh,
I think she's going.
I
I think
didn't
she's
think of
going to
that shit,
eliminate
actually.
Nia. I think
I didn't
she'll
think of that
eliminate
actually,
Nia.
because I was thinking like if Jade Cargill comes into the Rumble, somebody's got to throw her ass out, and if somebody, unless she does the
I'm
whole Brock
thinking-
Lesnar spot,
See,
It'd
but
only
I
be
was
her,
thinking
Piper, that
it was
could do
gonna
it.
be. I'm
Or
thinking it's
maybe
gonna be
Raquel.
Jade eliminating Nia because no one on the roster can stop me. Speech, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah,
that's
blah.
good.
Jay's
gives that
been training
establishment
since he's been
introduction.
signed.
Yeah,
And usually when it comes to Royal Rumble, they usually like to give the new people, that was in the new signees, returning superstars, and NXT people the chance to get the rub a little bit
yeah,
and get them more known to the mainstream audience.
yeah.
So I think
No,
that's
that's
what
good.
they're going to focus with Jade.
Yeah.
That's a good ass opinion because I never would have
The
thought
whole
about
David
that.
versus Goliath thing, I guess. I don't know.
If
that's
they
the way
throw
to
each
look at
other
it.
out,
That
if
would
you
be
know
like
if
Drew
Jade
when he
knocks her out,
eliminated
she
Brock.
rolls over, that'd be
Who
perfect.
cared
Same,
about one?
yeah, it was the same thing that we got with Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee that one.
Exactly, that's what I was
Rumble.
thinking. Yeah,
So that approach, but just put it in this.
I feel.
But
you.
I'm going with
That's good.
Becky only because her time is winding down. Of course, we're going to see that championship match, shit like that, whatever. So I'm going to go with that.
Yeah,
Hey, I
yeah.
agree with
Becky
that. I
would
like
be
that.
somebody I could see as well.
But who would you be? Who would your third option be? So we got Bailey, Becky. Who would y'all think a possibility of a third? It would have been Charlotte if Charlotte was active, whatever. I think she would
I
have
don't
been
think
one.
Charlotte didn't she win?
No,
the
but I
last
said
that's
she
not
would have been like in
overdoing
the
it,
last
though.
three.
If
She
you-
wouldn't have been
that's
like the
kind of
last
overdoing
one.
if you're going with Charlotte, right?
Yeah, Charlotte like constantly, bro. Like I feel like if it's not anyone, Becky or Bailey, I feel like it should be somebody that would really build them.
Somebody
And,
from NXT.
I mean, not NXT.
Maybe
really.
someone from NXT or maybe
I don't
someone
know.
that's from the
Hey.
main roster that's been there for a while
I'm
but
sorry.
never gotten a chance.
Tiffany Stratton could probably go up and probably do some damage over in the women's division. I think something could work with that. Or
I mean,
Fallon. I'm
yeah,
actually
I can
really
see that.
going
I can see that, but I think they're
Fallon
going to wait
now.
for that. I think they're going to wait for Tiffany to get another year in with NXT, then bring her up and stuff like that, and then have them run with some people ghost, and then there's room for new spaces to fill. Tiffany would definitely come into play, and
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton
you
gives
know.
me Mandy Rose vibes. Like I don't know. I feel like she's too much of a.
She could work.
But
She
Tiffany
is
is
a
more
good wrestler.
athletic than Mandy was.
Yeah, she's a good wrestler.
That's the one thing that I can give Tiffany
She could
any day.
work.
Every other week.
Yeah, she definitely is. She definitely is a good wrestler.
That
I was
match
feeling
with
Cora
Becky
Jade before
Lynch
she got injured. I
me
feel like she had
believe.
a nice
And
little
Fallon.
story being told. She had just got back. She was a nice heel, and something good to look at. But she bounced. So
Yeah.
she out
Or
on Charlotte now.
the women's NXT champion. I think she'll come into the Rumble as well. I think she'll be in it. She'll probably have a pretty good shine out there.
Do you feel like she's good in like I don't feel like she gets a lot of attention even as a champion. Like she don't got a lot of charisma in my
A
opinion.
little bit. I
Becky
think
kinda
she's
put
still
her
trying to
over.
find her character, but
I
I
haven't really
agree with
watched her
you.
a lot to give her a observation for myself, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I feel like Becky put her over when Becky came in and they were both from fucking Ireland.
That
and
was like the
everything.
only match that really got
I'm just
her
saying,
in that
yeah, because
position,
other than that, it really ain't too much special she hitting. Like she got the belt from Becky. That's about it.
I like Gigi too. Okay.
Yeah, I like Gigi
that.
too. I would say
I
do
like
more
that.
with her.
I mean, we also got what's her name? Big booty girl. What was her name?
Well, there's a
The
couple
Kia
of them.
Lions.
Yeah. I'm thinking they'll probably do something with her at the
Let's
Rumble.
see another one, bro.
Get this Barbie doll out my fucking face. Get her.
Yeah,
Get me-
I can't fucking
Get
stand her,
this
yo.
bitch on my fucking TV screen.
I'm telling you,
What
bro.
What y'all talking about?
It's too much. Like it's
That
it's
reality
that clout
TV
chasing
show, I
shit,
was just
that
like,
clout chasing bitch. Like
no.
I don't fucking
Kalani Jordan is doing better than her.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Completely better.
Completely better. So
Yeah, I'm not
I
I wouldn't be
don't
surprised
know
if
what
Roxanne
Saturday shit
Perez
like
in
that,
it
bro.
either.
Stop it.
I think Roxanne
Don't
Perez
turn
will get
wrestling into Playboy.
Please.
Well, technically that's already way too late for that. But don't
Not
turn
this
it
age.
into.
Not this
Okay,
age.
wait. Don't turn wrestling into Pornhub. How about that?
I
There
think
we go.
Wes is
Not
doing
this
that
age, bro.
already.
These motherfuckers athletes now. They ain't just sexing and shit. And she reminds me like an Eva Marie, the same type that's just in there to get the eyes. I mean,
the
I don't know.
dollars.
The dollars, yeah, that too.
Be a Barbie, but
Dollars.
better have them move.
Get
I like
paid
that.
to only
Exactly.
do a certain amount of shit. That's it. Please.
That's
I'm
it.
chilling.
Yeah, I'm
Get
good.
a combat Barbie movie.
Yeah, she boring to me, bro. I'm fuck out of here.
Oh no. I know my niece heard that back there.
I know. Yeah.
I don't see her that.
We messed up saying that one.
I heard that.
So I mean, a third option. Damn. I mean,
It's not
I
really
can't
a third
think of
option.
one. Yeah, I
It
can't
It's not
probably
think of
really
Liv.
that
one.
much options.
It'd probably be either Liv or maybe if Alexa Bliss comes back. But she
I
would
think
have to
Liv
have
is
something
special.
really
I
big.
think Liv is going to make an appearance. I think she definitely going to come back with all her controversy and shit.
Yeah,
She'll probably be in
yeah,
it.
she gotta come back. She gotta come
Yeah.
back.
She live in
30
Tampa,
days,
so
hurry up.
yeah. 30 days.
30
is
days,
good.
hurry up already.
Yeah.
And the only
Now
thing,
you can't
and
try
the
that.
only thing that she got pitched for is weed. I'm like, come on, I'm rolling up a blunt right now. Like, I mean, come on, like, get over it.
Yeah, for real. Weed, that's
Like,
it.
stop
Motherfuckers
it.
still getting locked
I
up for
don't
that
know
shit.
what area it was.
Like, if
but
it's
who knows?
oxycodone and some shit like that, okay, fine, I can understand that charge. But
Fentanyl.
weed, come on now, please, please, man.
Oh,
This
my
13-year-old that still listen. This 13-year-old that
Bro.
probably took their first puff.
I've
What you
never
mean?
seen so many dispensaries in my life now. As
Oh,
Like,
much as
bro,
it's
like,
it's
bro,
here.
like,
It's
weed,
legal.
here now.
bro, legalized
It's
weed is
legal.
taking the
It's
fuck
here.
over.
That's it.
It's just like anybody you thought was like, oh, it's just here.
Free
now. It's
Liv,
just whatever.
Morgan. Fuck that nonsense, man. And actually, you can see from my own shirt. And I just got this shit yesterday. So you know how fuck I feel about that. But you know,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So,
Weed
all
is-
right.
but
so
there's
you
not really a
got-
third option, Warren. I'm sorry. It's either Becky
I was just thinking,
or,
like,
what's
who
the
would
other
y'all
one?
think? I mean, is Raquel?
Becky
is Raquel
or
Becky
gonna
and
be in
Bailey.
this?
Becky and
Yeah,
Bailey. That's
Becky
all I
and
can
Bailey's
see.
like the only two. The only two
Yeah.
heavy favorites.
That
Becky
got
same way
is
we look
my
storyline.
favorite because of the
The same way
story.
we look at for the men's, it's only Cody and CM Punk are the only two heavy two. That's it.
Oh shit! Don't say that. Don't hurt my feelings. Don't do it.
Warren, you know that one of them motherfuckers is winning. It probably ain't gonna be Cody, yo. Cody is still
Yeah,
win.
I'm-
Cody
All right,
is
if
still already,
Cody, if Cody wins, they would probably have him at 10 or something. He would be the first one to do it back to back.
I would
They
say
were
if he
saying they're
doesn't
saying
win,
the
if he
record.
doesn't win, he'll probably be closer to like. I think Cody gonna come out at like 8 or 9. I think he's gonna come out around
gonna
that.
have a running this go around.
he's gonna come out like 22.
He was
something like
30
that.
last year. You think he'll still
32?
be that close to the end?
No, I would say 10. I would say 10 or 11
Yeah,
because
I think
you
he's
get
gonna
that
be because he's
pop
getting thrown the fuck
nostalgia.
out. He's gonna be one of the last ones though.
I
Him,
seen
Punk.
I bet you Gunther ain't gonna get as much as earlier.
no
number he
Gunther needs
had.
to get that rub in order for him to propel forward from the Intercontinental Champion to the World Heavyweight Champion eventually.
See,
This
shit's
got to be
gonna
another
change
showcase
though.
for him.
Yeah,
No,
shit's
no,
gonna
they're
change
saying
now
him and
because
This got to be another
Brock
showcase
Lesnar-
for him. He could be one of the
I
last
wouldn't mind seeing
four.
Gunther and CM Punk. Just
He
so
could be one of
beat
the
the
last
shit out of
four still remaining. Gunther, you know what I mean?
Beat the
Because
shit
you're
out
gonna
of
have
Punk.
to need to
Hashtag
build that.
beat his ass. Beat
Because
his
I feel
ass.
like you're gonna need to build him as like, okay, he's the top of the mountaintop right now as far as the heels on Raw. So now with Seth's injury happened, we don't know what's really gonna happen. We don't know if they're gonna do a whole 1992 scenario
That's what I was thinking.
with the Royal Rumble match and be like, yo,
And do it as a
wins
vacant
this is the
title
new
and
World
just win
Heavyweight
it?
Champion.
That could work. But they
They just
didn't have
do-
Seth
yeah.
do that though.
Yeah, no, they just did what they did with Ric Flair in '92
Yeah.
when he won that one, right?
Yeah,
He won the one in
He
'92
won
or
the title.
'91.
no, it's 92.
All right,
91
guys.
Hogan won it with
92.
Earthquake.
Before we
Yeah.
get to
Hogan
that
and Earthquake
Rumble,
were the last two.
let's talk about this match right here. Logan Paul versus KO for the
Hey,
title.
listen, Warren, real quick.
US title.
Hey, wait, listen, Warren, real quick. There's a topic that Blackhearts Angels had last season where we talked about can a celebrity beat a champion, and then I answered yes, and everyone threw a hissy fit at me.
Oh yeah,
Told you so.
bro, you knew this was going to happen
Yeah.
with Logan
And
Paul.
then
the way he did it.
Everyone wants to try and think, oh my God, oh
You
man, this is
realize
the
Ray was
greatest
gonna beat
United
him?
States championship and all that shit, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, it got more eyeballs on that title.
That was it,
What
yeah.
you mean?
And
Look at his
Logan's good,
podcast.
man.
Look at
Logan's
his
good.
podcast.
Logan's
He
real
just had
good.
John Cena
People
on his
like,
podcast.
yo.
Yeah.
It's
Did
crazy.
you
Logan's
listen
good,
to
man.
that with the John Cena episode he just did?
Yeah.
Bro, phenomenal.
He's entertaining,
actually,
too.
no, actually, I haven't watched it, so I haven't know what was talked about and stuff. So I don't know about that one either.
Cena gave
But,
him a rub. They went in depth about a lot of contact, like talking about him being a U.S. champ, like the adaptions of just being the superstar from now representing the company with the U.S. title.
Yeah,
Like-
he interviewed Cena and talked all about himself. Yeah, I know. You're absolutely right, Warren. That's mostly what that shit was. Even the fucking
I
clip
mean,
was mostly him.
he had like a depression state when he was talking about The Rock and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
we'll let
Cena
Blackheart
barely
listen
fucking.
to
I
that.
ain't really hear too much from Cena because he was too busy
Cena
telling
was
most
just
of his
like,
shit.
tell me.
Yeah, Cena was like the host in that fucking show. Honestly, from what I saw,
I think Cena was thinking about Gronk when he was doing that because the whole FanDuel commercials and shit like that. Man, I was out. Man, I was out with Gronk right now. It's that shit like that. Like, he's a party animal.
Before we get to that Rumble, it's Kevin Owens versus
Logan Paul's never gonna win that match though. Kevin Owens.
I do like the build I do love the build that they're doing. You know, the little vignette they just had where they were training out the PC and Logan threw a prime bottle at Kevin and Kevin started going back in and they were like doing a little thing. Yeah, made a cool little believability out of it.
Yeah, and see, this is what I think. I said this on commission too. I feel like KO needs this win. He needs this win. Really I don't think he's gonna get it, but he does need it. Because he's kind of falling off, man. Ain't really shit going on with him. Like he's just in these random feuds. Like
I mean, he's just a body in the big card ring right now. To really be honest, he's there to only elevate the others. That's it.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Because Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, and now we on Logan. Like he's kind of just there, man. And I mean, nothing against KO because I feel like KO's a heavy hitter.
Having fun with it. I really think he's having fun.
Beeline, right? See Beeline, right? But you really want to know why I think they did doing all this? Get Logan Paul to WrestleMania. He loses the title, but but to who? Mr. L.A.
Knight. Yep. I definitely agree with that. I definitely think that's where that's going for sure.
And that's gonna be the prequel for L.A. becoming a world heavyweight champion down the line for SmackDown. You give him the practice run with the United States Championship. Let him have it for like 8 months. See what happens. If he gets more over with the title, or he gets the title more over with him carrying it. You know that he's a superstar.
I just
nice movement. Yeah, you're right.
Thing. I just hope
I think they should have did that before they introduced him to the fucking heavyweight title picture, though. I think that would have been a better drive because you've already seen him in that establishment.
You do need a
title, that heavy fucking title. Like
I definitely agree.
That I mean, that's too much exposure. Like,
but I think in a way, it didn't kill his credibility because obviously the fans are still behind him when he comes out.
We'll see after this fatal.
Warren,
because the fans are behind you don't mean that it's not the right decision. Because after this fatal 4-way, that's going to put him at, unless he fucking wins miraculously, but it's going to put him at 2 L's in the title picture. So you have to put him back down the rankings. Even if you wanted to put him in the a higher tier, you can't because you've seen him already.
I mean, you still got the elimination chamber. You still got the elimination chamber that he could possibly compete. Maybe they could do. I don't know what they're gonna do with that scenario. I mean,
it's going to be the bridge for whatever the World Heavyweight Championship is pretty much concerned because. You know, and
so you think it's going to be a women and a men's, or are they going to do 2 men's? Are they going to do 2 men's elimination chambers?
I think
they might just do one.
They're going to have establishment for the women.
Yeah, 1 men's and 1 women's. So whoever that person chooses to go after the championship, after that decision is made, whoever that's not being claimed is going to have to. They're going to have to build something or build a course to get them over there.
For sure. That's the whole point of that shit. Yeah, Logan's gonna win that shit for sure. Because, like you said, LA Knight is at Mania. I definitely believe that as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I definitely believe that. You're probably going to dethrone him on that shit.
Shout out to my guy Maverick Rollins, Mr. Nana himself.
I love that shit.
Oh man,
Mr.
Obviously, I guess I don't have the slide, but let's talk about. It probably will be the main event. I'm hoping the Rumble is the main event, just because
the Rumble's got to be the main event.
You know how it used to be, though. Even with the championships, it used to have the Royal Rumble at the very end.
Yeah,
I like that part.
Yeah, because that's what you came to pay your money for.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you want to wait. I mean, the Rumble was good last year, but I was just like, why is the men's Rumble first? We were waiting. That was the biggest spotlight for the whole show at that time, was the men's Rumble, because we knew Kevin Owens wasn't beating Roman Reigns. The only question was if Sami was going to turn on Roman.
That bloodline shit, bro. That was dominant.
Yeah.
That was way more dominant than a Rumble. That's even insane.
Yeah,
more dominant than a Rumble.
Honestly, the storyline with the bloodline was more over than anything else. So they was like, yo, we got to put the main storyline for last.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with this one, I think the Rumble should be last because there's so much that has to be answered just based off that Rumble.
Yo, the Roman match might be first. Don't be surprised if the Roman match is first. Bro.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be doing the whole Brock Lesnar
let's talk about it.
Yo, get me in first. Let me get the fuck out. Go home.
I'm telling you.
I think it's going to be a
it.
rerun. Roman is probably going to stack, even as big as a Randy Orton fan I am.
They might get Randy. Yo, they might get Randy and them in the Rumble. That's why I'm saying it might be.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Roman's match doesn't go first. He's going third. If Roman's match doesn't go on first, he's going third. He's the code.
Like
so that match will be like the cold main event, something like that.
Yeah,
because the Roman matches they're like an hour long anyway. Yeah. So with these two regular matches, should be about 25 minutes, a half an hour each.
Oh, that match is going to go 25.
Unless The Rock comes out. Unless The Rock comes out.
And stuff like that. I'm imagining, 25 minutes.
Yeah, unless if The Rock comes out, that'll be something that'll be a little different too.
For the fatal four-way,
go more into this. I feel like this is going to happen. I feel like it's going to be a damn triple threat. And I don't know.
That would be fucking horrible. Cody Rhodes shouldn't have nothing to do with The Rock and Roman story. It don't even make sense.
Hey, listen, I agree with Beeline now, man. Honestly,
that's too much.
With the whole TKO deal and Rob being pointed as a boy for the direction, Cody is overshadowed now. Cody is officially overshadowed now because The Rock is now at the head of the fucking table, legitimately, for one company, and they're going to intertwine that story.
What if he made that statement just so he was like hinting, "Hey, I'm the head of the table at TKO"?
Listen, I definitely think he said on first take. You heard what he said on first take. He said, "If him and Roman can main event WrestleMania, that's going to be the biggest sell." The biggest sell in WrestleMania history, and I believe him when he say that.
Did I say that shit like 2 shows ago?
Do you not know how many? But you do not know how many WrestleManias that The Rock had headline?
Look at that shirt.
The Rock knows how to headline WrestleManias.
Oh yeah.
So who else is going to be spilling the beans on national television to say, yeah, now that I'm back at the table, I still got one more match in me. Yeah. We don't got to put it on for the title. It's just for the title of head of the table.
But here, Blackheart, this is what we were saying about that, because if he has the title, if Roman has the title, he cannot fucking lose, man. That's the thing that I was saying. He needs to lose that title.
Listen, be like, he already broke Bruno Sammartino's
head of the table moniker.
Bro, he already broke Bruno Sammartino's record already, like last week.
No, not Bruno.
More likely, as I keep telling you, they're going to make him that top echelon of title reign day holder and shit like that, whatever. So if you're going to get past WrestleMania now, chances are you don't need to put the title on the line for him to lose The Rock and anything else. You know, if the title was on the line, Roman would have no other choice but to win. But if the title was not on the line, it can go either or.
I would give it to Rock. I would give it to Rock.
Because that's Rock wants to give that rub to Roman. He said it on the Fast
corny as fuck though. Because
Rory,
the Rock's humble Roman.
It's the same venue that Roman got protected by the Rock and they booed him out of the fucking building. Is this the same?
Okay, wait. Okay, now that's two different scenarios, right? Back then, one person was being forced down on damn throat that the company said, "Yo, let's get his cousin involved."
Like Cody, right? Black, right?
That wasn't gonna fucking work. It wasn't gonna fucking work. Now in 2024, a heel Roman and the babyface Rock, that's going to work. Because you got family ties involved into the shit.
Exactly.
Their family ties go deep since the 1950s with Vince McMahon Sr.
Yep, absolutely.
So as far as I'm really concerned, they're going to go with the biggest money maker that they ever fucking done. Sorry, CM Punk, but you got to get night one facing Cody for the vacated World Heavyweight Championship.
He was getting night one anyway. We know that.
Or it could be a triple threat. Cody, CM Punk, and Seth.
The first match.
That wouldn't be horrible.
And that could be the easiest way for Seth to drop the title clean or clean or not pin, and then he takes the break, gets his surgery, come back later.
That wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
And then CM Punk turns back into being a heel.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
And CM Punk turns back to being the heel that we all know and love against a babyface Cody. Sign me up for that.
I would like Cody to be heel. That's a heel Cody.
I hate CM Punk.
Okay. I would
like a heel Cody. Homelander Cody. I would love that.
Yeah. Or a heel Cody could work too. Him with the business suit and shit like that. CM Punk, the people's champ. That whole scenario and shit like that. He can get the crowd around him again.
I would love that shit.
But Cody's still that.
He got a point. He got a point.
Like he's literally the new John Cena. That's it.
Said
Yes,
John
he is.
Cena doesn't have any tattoos on his
Cena
neck.
said it. Cena said it.
He got a tramp stamp.
Tattoo.
Right, I mean, he got a tramp stamp on his neck. He got a postal stamp on his
But
neck.
no, he regret that shit every fucking day. Look in the mirror.
He got a
He makes jokes about
he got a U.S. postage stamp on
really
his neck, so we can ship him off anywhere.
He really fucking do, yo. I know he regretted that shit. Like, fuck, I didn't know it was gonna turn out like this. Every day, a nigga looking at that shit.
He shouldn't put that shit on his arm anywhere.
Why would you put that giant on your? Bro, listen.
Well, in a way, he
Crazy.
did say that nobody could change his character because it's just.
Well, it's too late now. Well, it's too late now. Unless he gotta get laser fucking removal surgery and shit.
Bro.
That's the only way now.
No, that shit's going.
Got a
Oh,
Power
I
Ranger
could
villain.
imagine that, bro. Oh no.
Got a fucking Power Ranger villain on his neck.
Yo, but Mr. Ivan Ooze is back.
Oh, that nigga is crazy, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
he
shit.
said Ivan.
But yeah,
oh, no.
I wouldn't mind a triple threat. I ain't gonna lie. That would be nice.
That is great. I loved it. I loved it.
That was good.
But obviously, the main title match, I think Roman's stacking. I hate to say it, he's stacking Randy, he's stacking AJ, and he's stacking.
Look at that. The camera be like, "You're next, Rocky."
That's right. That's right.
I still think. I think
I'll be
this
all
could
in
go
that
either
shit,
way.
yo.
He looks right at the camera. He looks right at the camera. He looks right at the camera and says, "You're next, Rocky."
You're next. I'm the head of this shit. You ain't even
This
here.
is my ring. This is my shit now.
Put
You
that
been gone.
business suit on, Rock. You ain't ready for me. I'm
talking all that greasy shit.
Bring back that Roman, bro. I'm fucking for it. Listen,
I think the stack him and pin him is going to be
smash
the
that shit, Roman.
Yeah, if Roman does that, if Roman does that move, that's the Easter egg right there to tell you it's gonna happen.
Yeah, wrap him up.
Because they always love to give you Easter eggs during these shits. And be like, you know what's gonna happen now, right?
Absolutely. I would be all fucking for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I was shocked. I was shocked at that Tampa WrestleMania when he stacked Daniel and Edge. I was not expecting that because
that was
Daniel got
Roman though. That was
but Daniel got in last minute. I'm sitting there thinking like,
nigga, listen, Roman did something that us men would love to do. Stack two bitches to be like, yeah, I buy both these bitches. Buy both bitches in the threesome. And what?
Finish them motherfuckers too,
Tampa,
bro.
Finish them motherfuckers.
Finish them motherfuckers hard.
Actually, yeah, it's in Tampa, so yeah, rewrite history. Stack fucking Orton, AJ, and LA Knight.
Spear, stack, repeat. That's it.
Oh,
new t-shirt design.
What if they did that in the match? Literally, all he did was spear. The match is over.
Because you got two people that's known for the spears, and one person's known for a running, jumping knee.
Yeah. I will tell you the one that does the most safest spear is Jay. Jay Uso does the most safest spear I have ever seen somebody do. His head don't even go fully into their side, and it still looks believable. Edge, it terrifies me to watch him spear somebody every single time. But it's like Roman.
Nah, fucking Braun Breaker. That motherfucker, his spear is like intense. He murders motherfuckers, bro. Like
his spear reminds me of Goldberg's spear a little
for real. I said that same shit when I was watching his one from last.
I was like, yo,
when you watch an NFL game.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
that's Teddy Bruschi right there.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a beast, bro.
Oh man, let's not talk about. Oh man, please let's talk about football right now, please.
Oh yeah.
You think I got anything good to talk about?
No, let's just
ruined everything.
No,
I get that. But all
move on.
For obviously the wrestling, Roman Reigns, we see him probably winning. If it was Randy Orton and him by himself, I felt like they might have done a swerve. But with them three together, obviously AJ and LA Knight, I wouldn't be mad if you get a WrestleMania match between those two.
I said the same thing already, bro. WWE, Samoans, Vince McMahon's family, they're all in the triangle affair.
AJ,
that triangle offense is right there. Vince and the McMahons, Samoans, and WWE. That's a trifecta right there. That's never going
to got Austin by him his damn self. Austin, the only one.
They're gonna turn some. I mean, we're gonna see a difference coming this year, though. I definitely don't think he's holding that fucking title all year.
No, sir, you are McMahon. Get up on this pedestal.
I hope they put the fucking Usos back together too after all this shit is over with too. I'm tired of seeing them separate. I ain't into the whole Jey Uso and Jimmy separated shit no more, man. It was fun.
I think
while
that
it
match is
started.
gonna be good. I think that match is gonna be filled. I
Now,
think Jay is
Beeline-
getting eliminated by Jimmy at the Rumble tomorrow night.
Now, Beeline, to reply to that one, the whole thing, I felt the same way with the Dudley Boys first split.
Oh
And
shit! Remember
Bubba
that?
Ray
Yeah.
was on Raw, Devon was on SmackDown, Devon became
The Reverend.
Devon
Reverend
and shit like
Devon.
that. Bubba was
Mhm.
just tagging with Spike. I felt the same way too, but I was like, okay, I understand. We all want to see them separate and see what they can do when they're by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, just try to see if they
Something
can be a
new.
single star or are they only meant to be a tag team specialist.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. I think
it's
it's
true.
cool, even though
So
Jimmy
I kind of
is
like what they're
still
doing right now
begging
with
to be
Jay.
in that
Jay's
line.
getting over there, but he should have been.
Bro.
Or I mean, I don't know about Jay right now. I don't know about Jimmy right now. Jimmy's lost in the mist over there on SmackDown.
He
But
is.
Jay,
Just
he's
there.
okay, but he's just floating right now.
He is kind of full. I think they setting him up for some Gunther shit, and we're gonna see what happens during any kind of direction with the Rumble. The Rumble's gonna tell a lot of stories, man, like it always does.
Bro.
We're gonna see what happens.
It's
going
just
forward
crazy
from
how we've been predicting this for almost 3 months ahead of what everything
True.
is going. That's the craziest thing about this.
Nobody talking about my boy
whole-
Damian Priest, though. I'm
Bro.
saying. I'm still. Even when Blackheart was still here, I was saying that shit. Y'all always call me. Yo,
Yeah.
listen, if Damian
They
cashed
doing
in
that man
shit,
dirty. They doing that man.
Oh, they're waiting at the perfect time. I
Extra
guarantee he's
fucking-
fine. I guarantee you, it's
Oh,
either
he
Wait,
gonna
can you
cash
Chamber,
that
tell
shit
me-
in, bro.
it's either the
Wait, are you going to
Elimination
tell me? Are you
Chamber,
going to tell me that they're going to try to pull the
WrestleMania,
trigger
or
at
the night before.
WrestleMania or
They-
at
they
They
Elimination
might.
Chamber?
Yo, I honestly don't know when it's gonna be, but
It's only those two pay-per-views that I can think Damian has
It's
still has
either
a chance to be like,
Elimination
yo,
his
Chamber,
time's running out. Yeah, his time's running out.
WrestleMania,
I mean,
or the night.
Yeah.
Hold on, he's only got until WrestleMania, right?
No, he's only got until Money in the Bank. It's got to be done at Money in the Bank
Okay.
for a year. So
he's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's right.
if he
Because
yo,
usually when they
listen.
do it at WrestleMania, it expires
I
at
wish they go
WrestleMania.
back to the Money. in
Yeah.
the
They changed
Bank
the Money in
on
the Bank, so it's that Money
WrestleMania
in the Bank.
night. I wish.
Yeah, so he's
Exactly.
I wish
right.
they
Yeah,
went
yeah.
back to that.
So if
yes,
he
they can do
does
it either or.
cash, I don't think he's gonna fail that cash in, yo. I told y'all what
If
I
he's
what I
held it
think.
this long, it would make no sense.
I don't
for
think
him
he's gonna
not
fail
to
that
have
fucking
it.
cash in, yo. If he cashes in on Roman, it'll be one of the biggest fucking pops of the.
I
Let's
still
say
think
this
the
shit
plan
out loud.
was.
Say this shit
I
out loud, right?
don't know.
If Damian
Seth
Priest was
hurt?
white,
I
look,
don't
if Damian Priest was white, they would have cashed it in quick.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right, fuck it.
Sorry.
I
And they
don't
did it
know.
with the Miz. They did it with the Miz. They did it with the
The
Miz.
Miz,
Look
What
who
about
Cena,
he
Baron
beat.
Corbin?
that was
Look
some
who
crazy
he
What about
beat
Baron
shit.
to
Corbin?
get that. Look who he beat twice
Yeah.
to
Hold
cash
on.
in both those Money in the Banks
Baron
when
Corbin.
Miz was champion. I'll wait.
Baron Corbin, John Cena, John fucking Cena.
Yeah, when he did that, when Miz got that win over Cena, that shit was crazy. That was
I'll
unheard of
continue
at that
on real
time.
quick. I got to go to the restroom.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I don't. We're gonna see what happens. Like everything, as far as the Rumble's always establishing the shit that's gonna happen at Mania, and then
And builds up for future rivalries and matches, stuff like that.
exactly. And
Yeah,
and we've been talking
definitely.
about it forever. I mean, the interesting thing is gonna see what happens after the fucking Mania, even because we know the top people have been Rhea, the top people have been Roman, the top people have been Seth. But if he's injured, Rhea's fucking had the title for this long. Whoever's taking the mantle next, plus the returns, it's going to be an interesting year, man, because there's going to be a lot of change. Shit has been the same for a long time now. So it's going to be interesting to see who really steps up. The Raw after Mania, who comes in. It's going to be interesting to see the new shit that's going on, man. It's definitely an exciting time. Like most Mania seasons are.
Okada, he's still fooling around right now. We not know if he.
What do you think about that?
Tomorrow or not.
You think that he do
Okada?
good in WWE, bro?
Who you talking about?
Okada.
Cool.
He's on TNA, and I think that's perfect for him to sit there and be on
Did
TNA.
he go?
I mean,
Did he went there last
but
night?
I think with Shinsuke's influence,
But that's to be safe too.
He
I think
could.
that's what I think he
he
was just
could
doing that
go
to be
to
safe.
WWE just to tag with Shinsuke, get a tag run in, get a
Show it
solo
at
run in
WrestleMania.
before he calls it quits.
Hey,
So
listen,
at
I wouldn't
WrestleMania.
hate that. With Shinsuke's character right now too, to have him with a piece too. Listen, I'd fuck around with that. Because that was my
Shinsuke is
I didn't
literally
think Okada would
in
fit
that
in
great mood of
WWE, man.
vibe,
I ain't
I
gonna
love
lie.
it.
They
I
don't do
love it.
well with their foreign stars, bro. I didn't. That's why I was like, when I saw he was gonna be, a free agent, I didn't even think WWE. I would have thought, if anything, AEW. Will Ospreay's already going over there. I mean, they can have some good matches with Bryan Danielson. I mean,
But they've been putting him under the literally. If you think about every match that Okada's really had in AEW, he hasn't really won. Like the match that he did with Claudio, bro. I would have been more invested to seeing Okada than I would have Claudio at that time. Because what's Claudio doing in AEW now?
Yeah,
Like,
not a
it's
damn
like,
thing. Not a damn thing, bro. Same
it's
thing he was
just
doing
like
in fucking.
you get those
And
faded
he's
skill
talented,
sets.
but it just
Hey
ain't a
Warren,
draw,
be
man.
careful. Be careful. Don't say anything bad about BCC. You know who will pop up.
Dear God, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I want to say.
What up, Lil Warren? Hey
Say
guys,
hi.
I actually gotta dip out, man. It's really good
Oh,
coming
you
in
good.
here. Hey, Blackheart, man, it's really good talking to you, brother. I'm glad we was able to piece it up and everything, man. And yo,
Yeah.
commissions, we all here, brother. Looking forward to you coming back this year, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, Warren, I'm out, man. Let me go
All
get
right, bro,
some
be
shit
safe.
done.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, little Warren.
Got the Cody on. Hopefully don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Bell. Don't jinx it. But no, man, I think, if Roman would lose, it would only be against Randy.
Can you call your mommy, please?
That was only if he was facing a one-on-one.
Because I think Randy and Cena are facing each other at Mania. I think that was the biggest thing that they're talking about doing right now.
What's the password,
Okay.
Daddy?
Because Randy did say that was his dream match. That's
two
what he wanted to do.
Yeah, two OVW alumni, former rivals themselves and shit like that. Who else
Call Nina
would you want to end?
out there.
John Cena would want to end his career with.
Mommy.
True.
Except Randy's
That's
gonna be
what I'm
wrestling for
thinking.
10 more years, apparently. So he's not going anywhere. anytime soon.
Cena said he's about done already.
He's
He's
about
doing
done.
it before he's 50. So for him to actually say that now, that just makes you click like, damn, it's coming. Like, damn, that was really about to happen. Like,
Bro,
Cena,
time is changing.
Cena, bro. Like, come on, man. Superman, come on, bro. Come
Time is
on.
changing. Time is changing.
But I mean, look at that Orton coming back.
Father time
AJ
waits for
looking.
nobody.
AJ coming back as the lone wolf gimmick. I'm curious how that's gonna excel more. I mean, I don't know. LA Knight, I think, is not gonna get hurt in this match more than anything. They know that he's an accessory in the match, but I think this is also building his little mountain up that he's already been building. So, I mean, who knows? I think Rock's going to come out the very end, probably do like a little thing, look at him, point at WrestleMania, see what they can do with
Give him
that.
a rock bottom or something like that. Walk out, give him
I don't even think he'll give him a rock
people's
bottom.
elbow.
I don't even think he'll do that. I think it'll just stare at each other.
No, I think you want to make a statement.
You want to
and
make
let
a
people
statement,
know-
but you got the
and
whole
let people know
bloodline
that
there.
this is going to happen. The Rock has to come out, give him
What if
a couple
Solo
of
has
slaps
to
and
hesitate?
shit like that,
What if
hit the
Solo
rock bottom in
hesitates and
people's
doesn't
elbow.
even touch him? Like he looks at him and go,
No.
I can't attack him.
No, listen. If I'm the Rock, I would attack Roman because number one, you attacked your own
You gotta
family.
make an impact, yeah.
No, you attacked your own family a long time ago already.
Yeah.
So it's already way overdue. If I was you, you would put your hands on your cousin. Both of
You
them.
broke my
You
rib.
would put your hands on all three of them. Matter of fact, you put your hands
broke
on all
my
three of them.
rib.
Know what you
Damn
mean?
shield.
So at the end, so for me, at the end of the day, I'm keeping that in the back of my head. Like, oh nah, nigga, it's get back. It's get back all the way around. The moment when I see you, it's on. And then I let you know I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's
I'd
how I
be
would
excited to see The Rock wrestle. I mean, obviously it'll probably be for sure his last match. He already said he's only doing one more match if he does one. I don't know. I think I think he's teasing it. I don't even think he's wrestling at WrestleMania 40. I don't know.
see
Now with Seth hurt,
and
Seth
that's the
hurt,
beauty
that
of
does
it.
hurt the card.
We don't know. That's the beauty. See, that's the whole beauty of it.
That's the best thing about wrestling.
No, but it's a strong possibility.
It's a frustrating part too because
The
you're just
key,
like,
the key word is possibility.
Like with Seth hurt right now, it really opens a lot of options now, especially Royal Rumble is tomorrow. Like all that shit you've already planned like for a whole year, it could already be like, yeah, bro, we gotta switch it up. Like, even though Triple H has really stuck to a plan of what they've been wanting to do for the longest time, Triple H could even look at it and be like, yeah, bro, I ain't got no control of this. Bro, it's The Rock. I can't just pull this, whatever you want me to do.
Board of directors of TKO Group, a partnership that we are in. So at the end of the fucking day, he's
higher up than Triple H right now.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what best way for you to say?
I think they should have waited on that announcement. I think they should have been like, all right, if Rock loses, okay, this is legitimately my home. I'm here, whatever. Because now it's like, oh, if Rock wins, he's like, oh, you booked yourself to win. You know how wrestling fans are. You know how that's going to be like, oh, you booked yourself to win this one.
No,
Roman
that's
didn't need to
different.
lose this.
No. See, this is where you're getting it wrong, right? Rock is board of directors, right? He's
yeah.
over there when it comes to business decisions. That got nothing to do with
Hollywood,
WWE creative.
Hollywood.
That's Triple H's book. That's all his. What they said in the press opener when they first merged is they do their thing over here, we do our thing over here, but we are a collective.
I think The Rock is going to be there to give the wrestling.
Exactly. Basically, they share the same board of directors themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now WWE board of directors now merge with UFC's. You know what I'm saying? So now when he's part of that, he's part of the table now. But Triple H had been there already as is. You know what I'm saying? He's not part of it, but he's part of that commission right there.
Yep.
Of what business deals do we go with? Yay, or nays. Shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
that's
What's
different
up, Eric?
compared to what this man over here is doing. What Triple H is doing with Create over here is far different what The Rock's doing over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Rock is over on that board so he can give the perspective of what a pro wrestling mindset is, because they're in that UFC nostalgia. Yeah, they're used to the fight promotion standpoint, but they don't know storytelling, building up.
But you also know why they did that, right? Because the whole UFC XFL merge.
Yeah.
The whole UFL thing that just.
And plus, then you got to think, plus Project Rock's the number one sponsor of UFC right now.
So, what better way to bring the person in? And you already got connections through him through other avenues. This is a business.
And The Rock owns his name now, completely now.
Right. And The Rock owns his name.
I'll call him.
So that's great for him. So if anything, it's still Triple H's call. He can still be like,
and I think that's another reson why Rock is there too, because now that gives Triple H comfortability. Like, hey,
now we can totally guarantee that he could potentially be making these little spots and shit like that.
Yeah.
The UFL don't start up till spring anyway, so we can use that to pump up WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Do the UFL where they start up and shit like they know.
I wouldn't be surprised if a UFC spot is
4 or 5 years in advance with these business moves.
Yeah.
Long as the UFL stays alive and shit like that, WWE superstar, they're gonna be making their cameos on there.
Oh yeah. And that's what I even told a lot of people about just the backstory. I think this is open opportunity outside of wrestling. This is open opportunity outside of wrestling because now Rock has got the Hollywood branch. He's got that shit like this. They ain't gonna tell him no and shit like that. Like he's got that mindset right there. Also, if you want to help out on Project Rock or shit like that, you could go over here. Like you don't have to really rely fully on your body to make your profit anymore. Like I think that's the main thing Rock looks at. Hulu,
Netflix, NBC,
bro,
still got
them getting that Netflix deal is insane. Like, there's no sport that's ever going to live stream for this. Again. I'm curious how high that Netflix pay is about to be.
$5 billion.
I swear they was.
No, for real. They signed a 10-year.
No. I'm talking about deal. You know how like it's $10.99 for Netflix. I'm curious how much higher that's going to
be. With or without ads.
Well, I'm saying if they do the live stream, you're gonna have to.
Because mine's with ads is still $7.99.
It might go up.
So people who's paying for like the extra shit and everything like that, they're paying $15.
What Netflix? The main reason why you got Netflix is because you didn't have to have commercial ads. Wasn't that like their like moniker when they first started? Like, yeah, if you don't like commercials and stuff like that, come and watch Netflix. Now, hey, we're getting you Monday Night Raw. We don't even know if it's going to be Monday, but it's Monday. It's Raw.
They're probably going to try to make it a way where it's going to be live on Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking they were going to do, but I think
because that's not to be the only way because it's always been live. We go on Netflix, it's streamed, so there's nothing live except for when they drop a series and one, you know, in one shot. You can watch a whole series in one sitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
So
know,
if
man. It's
anything,
gonna be
you're gonna have to
interesting.
make it live, or otherwise this is not gonna work.
When I first saw the Netflix deal, I thought it was mainly for the people for overseas because the WWE Network is
Now compared to
officially shutting
Hulu,
down.
you can watch that shit live too.
Yeah, but you got to pay the extra for that such and such.
Then
But,
you could have just made the deal with them, since you already had.
I was shocked they didn't make the
library
deal with
already
Hulu.
up on there anyway.
I was shocked they didn't make that deal with Hulu or even Peacock because I mean, how many fucking people are really watching Peacock
And now
outside
the
of like
WWE Network, they're
that
going to be shut
bubble
down by
type?
the end of this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the reason why I
So-
thought Netflix was coming out because you know the overseas audience standpoint, they relied on the WWE Network. Now that's getting shut down because I did see a couple of people comment saying, "Hey, when's the Royal Rumble going to be played?" Because we're not being told the schedule type scenario, and they were already complaining about it. So who knows what they're going to do with that? But all right, bro, let's get to it. We got the men's Royal Rumble. Obviously, you're probably saying CM Want is winning. Yeah.
I was gonna kind of say maybe Cody would be a back to back.
It might
trying to do the back to back thing again. Then this time
if it goes 10, I would be happy. He better not go last. He better not come out.
That's why that's what I'm saying. Like he's not gonna be number 1 or number 2. I mean, you're saying number 10. It's kind of sketchy to me. He's got to be like a middle number.
The
like
highest
a middle
I
or
would
late
say.
number. That's why I said 22 because it's like usually I would say 25 because that's my birthday number.
I mean, that was the main event numbers. Rock and all them was about 25
like 26,
and stuff
27.
like
That. Those are predictable. From 25 to 30 is like predictable if you're Cody.
Yeah.
So you want to try to make it worth a while. Like he's there for like maybe like 30 minutes.
That's what I was saying.
He got to come in at like number 20.
I could go with 20. And I could still respect if he wins at 20 because he's still been in there pretty damn long. Even though my believability, like, bro, that motherfucker was in there with Gunther. Right. Taking a fucking beating. It wasn't like Cody was beating Gunther. Yeah. You see that man's chest. Oh, you had a torn pec? Oh, let me chop you today. Is it fully healed? Okay, we're gonna chop that thing back to reality. Literally, like, come on. I mean, it could go so many different ways. Obviously, I think some guest appearances are going to be. I honestly believe, just because I was on a show with him recently, I think JTG is probably going to pop up. Obviously, with Shad Gaspard and stuff like that. Shout out to the Pope. He, if anybody doesn't know who that is, Elijah Burke. He's doing an event in Jacksonville, and it's going to be a tournament for Shad Gaspard, which is going to be a huge thing. A lot of independent guys are actually trying to get involved in this, but they're mainly looking at anybody that's had a connection with Shad Gaspard. So if anybody on here watching it, if you have some memories with Shad Gaspard, reach out to Elijah Burke on social media, whatever, email, whatever, and you can possibly get yourself into this tournament. It's going to be a big thing they're doing. It's been built up very well. We've actually had it on the news recently. And, of course, WrestleCon coming up as well. So there's a lot of build-up things to get this event coming up in April. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. But back to it, I think JTG probably will pop up because the dude has been killing it on the indies. Killing it on the indies right now. Trying to think of anybody else that would come. I don't know, man. Maybe there is a rumor he might pop up. But if Rock pops up, it's the last entrant. And then I'm going to be pissed. Even as a big Rock fan I am, if he comes in last, I know what the fuck is about to happen. That's a stupid
way for him to just go and face Roman. That's just fucking retarded.
That would have been a Vince McMahon booking. That would have been his booking scenario. But Rock always came out at a Rumble at 25 and 26. Austin always came out at the Rumble a little bit ahead of him or like 2 before him all the time because they had that nostalgia with, oh, Rock and Austin's in the Rumble type scenario. They always had to be in the ring together if they were going to be in the Rumble. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
Rock came on there maybe like 18, 19. Austin came out shortly after that.
Yeah, so like it was always that back and forth.
And then they stayed.
Do you think Steph could probably be in the Rumble?
They each get eliminations and shit like that themselves. And then it's down to maybe like 5 or 6 people. Somehow it's going to be decently going back. these two fall to the floor, cross the corner. Whoever that's not going to win eliminates the other two, and is just down to the final four. You know,
For a weird reason, I think Truth is probably going to be in the final four for some fucking weird reason. I think it might happen. It might happen, bro.
National fucking treasure, for sure.
I think he'll be number 4 in the elimination standpoint. I think he'll be in the last 4. And I think it'll either be Priest or somebody from Judgment Day in there with him. I don't know. It might work. I don't know. They might say, hey, Truth, you're the last 4. Switch with me type scenario. You could be in the group, something like that. So who knows? I mean, they could play some entertainment aspects with it. But obviously, you know, the Rumble itself, entrances that can happen. Hell, Nick Aldis might even try to come in the Rumble. I wouldn't be shocked to see it. I really wouldn't. If anybody don't know who he was a wrestler before. So hey, hell, Adam Priest might even pop in the damn thing just to do it. So I mean, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but obviously with
that's overreach. That's no man. That's cap. That's all cap.
Maybe I would say the Bloodline is obviously going to be in the Rumble. If Cody doesn't win, it's going to be because the Bloodline affects it. I think that is what the story is going to be. Even before the Rock nostalgia and all that was going to happen, I still believe that. If Cody loses, it's going to be because Roman causes him the Rumble. That only makes the sense into it to where, Cody's going to chase him when it comes to that Elimination Chamber. Cody's going to have to be in the chamber to win that match to get that chance to go against Roman. But Michael Cole has been saying it consistently. If anybody hasn't seen it or heard it, Cody would be the first to go back-to-back in Rumble victories. That's where I'm getting to the point is like, I think Cody's winning it. If not, it's probably going to be CM Punk. It probably will be CM Punk. Right. Fucking see him. Even though it's his first match, technically on WWE TV. So who knows? Who knows? Guys, if you got opinions, let us know who you think. Do you think Team Cody, Team Punk, or Team R-Truth? He might just pop up and win one too. You never know. He's over his shit right now. He's selling. He actually has the top seller right now. So who knows? Maybe somebody pop up out of nowhere. We don't know. Lil Jimmy might win. We don't know who the fuck's going to win anymore.
This man said Lil Jimmy.
I think Cena's going to be in the Rumble too for some reason because it's in Tampa. Why not?
Are you just overreaching right now on all these?
They live there. Like you know Cena's going to be there. Why not have Cena in the Rumble?
I mean, okay. I mean, it's a possibility, but don't.
Throw them all in there. Just throw them all in there. Because nobody's really been announced for the Rumble, if we think about it.
I think
you got Cody, Shinsuke.
I think it's just majority of all 3 rosters.
Yeah, it's not really been like
some returns, some returns, NXT, and then we got majority of Raw.
I think Sami Zayn will probably come out tonight. I meant tomorrow night. I think Sami Zayn will be one of them. That would be a cool little pop just to see.
That's why I know that you overreach.
Huh?
I said that's why I know that you overreaching right now.
You never know.
You never know. Help him finish the story.
I'm Team Cody, but believability will probably see him, bitch. You never know. It is what it is. But it's gonna be the biggest middle finger to TK in any possible way. You had this in your visuals and you didn't see this. I don't know how. That could have been your number 1 match of all time in AEW right there. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. You could have done so many different grammars with it. So, hey, who knows? But, guys, this is the Royal Rumble predictions. We had a lot of fun. It was awesome to have my boy back in the room chatting it up with me. Like I say, let's skip to my Shanahan, even though they're legitimately split. We're not. So, hey, man, floor is yours, man. You got anything to say, bro?
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to you. Thank you to Beeline. Thank you to God.
Definitely.
And I'm just trying to rebuild and reset. That's all I can really say about that. And yeah, looking forward to the season. Last week of wrestling starts up Sunday, 10 p.m. And we'll see after the season premiere. Got a lot of this shit in store and a lot of catching up to do. And some announcements as well. Black Archangels, season premieres tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they got some surprises for y'all too. And the rest of the Asylum, the Crazy Duo, they're back for season 4. Bro, season fucking 4. They survived 4 seasons. God damn it. They overreaching, but I love it though. Shout out to Eric and Christy. And they at 6. Previewing what's in store for the Royal Rumble and everything else. Just like that.
I'm sure Eric's like probably losing it like how I was on the same thing because we've been on that banter back and forth with the Cody Rhodes thing, so who only knows what's gonna happen.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
But we back.
There he is. There he is. He's popping up.
Fortunate to be back and thank you. That's all I really gotta say.
Definitely. Obviously, guys, we want to thank y'all for watching. Like I said, I apologize for not being on commission this week. Family stuff comes first. I've always said that. If you know me, I appreciate it. All the nice comments that I had from Brian B. last night, it really did hit me in a possible way I never felt in a while. I just love all the love and support that all y'all do all the time. We've also got an episode today premiering at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, my chat with Max Dawson. So come back and watch that. That's going to be an awesome one. That's going to be another one of the Wrestle Rant episodes. And, of course, next week, everybody's been asking, we're doing another one, the build-up show for DCCW, Breaking Down the Walls. I will have all the talent in here as well, even that rotten, no good, sorry sack of monkey nut. Yeah, let me stop. We got him coming in as well. It's gonna be interesting. I got a fist waiting for him. But guys, this is another great episode of Buzzing with Marlo. I love each and every one of y'all. If y'all are new to the channel, man, make sure y'all like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. Audio, video, you know it. We are there. We are back live and rolling. It's Rumble weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Let's say this again. Blackheart, even say this with me. Enjoy what you like in wrestling. Have fun. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on our platforms whenever it's time for us. But we are out of here. Later.
3, 2, 1.